click that next button. Don't even think about clicking on a different podcast because That is Effin' Weird is here to bring you a wealth of knowledge today.
Welcome, everyone, to That's Effin' Weird. A bit of a different episode today. We're going to be looking through our subreddit. We've got some interesting, weird, paranormal, and weird things to talk about. I am joined today with my buddy Hunted. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's a going. It's a going. I can't wait for the weekend. I feel like I'm just so tired right now.
More coffee.
Alrighty. Now, everyone, if you would like to follow along or if you would like us to react to one of your posts, don't hesitate to cross-post or just post on Reddit. Our subreddit's name is r/That's Effin' Weird, all in one word. And we'll make sure to give it a look. And if you'd like to talk further, join our Discord. We have a small community here. It's pretty fun, and you'll have updates about upcoming episodes or just being able to chat with the members and the hosts. So that's pretty neat. All right, let's get started. The first post that I have here, let me share it with you if my computer allows. Here is the title. U.S. Navy combat photographer Kevin Vaya, probably butchering his name, says that he saw a giant square rise out of the ocean near the USS Nimitz, probably butchered that too, in 91 and was medically retired months later. Now, it's a bit of a longer video, so what I propose is we can listen to maybe the first minute and see and go from there, see if his story holds water, pun intended. What an interesting account. So I listened to about a minute and 10 seconds here of this interview with Kevin. I don't want to butcher his name again. I think it's the first time I hear about a UFO or an alien vessel being square-ish, triangular-ish. That's the first thing that came to mind. Have you ever heard of anything but, orbs or saucers or the like?
Well, I don't know about square or triangle. That's weird. I mean, I've seen weird stuff in the sky that I can't explain. It's like, I don't know what that is, but it always looks like a ball or an orb. It never has like right angles on it.
So odd.
So I don't know what he was staring at.
What makes me think that his account is closer to truth than lie is I can appreciate how he doesn't add any crazy details to the story. He doesn't seem particularly, again, I'm like an armchair behavioralist, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, but he doesn't seem particularly nervous or particularly trying to convince us, and he's not adding any details or too many details that would make me think that his story is complete BS. So I'm inclined to believe him, but it's just so surreal. I can barely picture in my head what the fuck he's talking about.
Well, and not only that, but what kind of jumps out to me is he was medically retired months later. Mm-hmm. Of course he was. That's basically, they might as well just say, well, he's giving out too much information, so we got to shut him down.
Yeah. Just
that sentence alone, I'm more inclined to believe more of what he's going to say. Because you're right. He doesn't look. He's not sweating. He's not adding details. He doesn't look psychotic.
Right?
I don't know about you, but I don't see no crazy eyes.
Agreed. He doesn't seem particularly fidgety or even that intense eye contact of "Are you buying my story?" I don't see that either. So again, armchair behavioralist here, but that's a very interesting. He seems to be of sound mind. Now, here's the question. Do you think what he saw is alien-esque, UFO-ish, or is it just some kind of military vessel, ship, submarine, whatever, that just emerged and he witnessed something he wasn't supposed to?
The only thing that I can think of, because this reminds me of a bunch of the accounts that I had read about back in, November and December with the drones. A lot of people were saying the drones were going out to sea, or they were either going out to sea or they were coming in from the sea. So
that's a good point.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I would lean towards alien,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not orb shaped, it has like right angles. That seems more man-made to me.
Yeah. So strange.
And especially if it's like shaped like a triangle,
Mm-hmm.
or even if it's kind of shaped like a triangle, that's gonna make it more aerodynamic.
That's a good point too.
That's definitely man-made.
Damn, that's so weird. Now, because I'm trying to think, like, if it was that big and that high up, he said like something like 40 feet up. Was that thing supposed to take off? Was it a landing spot for whatever? I'm just trying to think what would be the purpose or what that thing is.
I don't know. That's a good question though. Was it taking off or was it landing? Because he doesn't say which direction it was going in.
Mm-hmm. Very odd. All right. If you have any suggestions, explanations, or if you parked your Prius weird in the sea, let us know in the comments here. We'll move on to the next post. Again, you can find it here on our subreddit. That's effing weird.
Hey guys, Future Haunted here, just cutting in real quick to tell you all about our new friends over at the Subculture podcast. Let's see what they have in store for us.
In this modern world of fractured societies and niche content, dwells an ever-present underbelly that only the few know how to find. Two intrepid voyagers delve into its depths to bring you the inside scoop. This is the Subculture podcast. Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Joe, and we invite you to join us on a journey of discovery on the Subculture podcast.
That's right. Each episode we'll dig around in a subculture, hidden hobby, or perplexing pastime, and then tell you all about it.
We'll try to find the good, the bad, the outright weird, the sexual, and the why. Why do people do it?
Wait a minute, did you just say sexual?
I did. Comes up more often than you'd think, or like.
Oh boy, nothing stranger than other people, am I right?
You are right. From ASMR to Zodiac believers, it's all going under the microscope.
So head on over to your favorite place for podcasts and search for us by name, the Subculture Podcast. We're on them all. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. I've even trained 10,000 screaming howler monkeys to yell it into people's windows at night.
Oh, not this again, Andrew. We've talked about the monkeys before.
Again, that was our friends over at the Subculture podcast. If any of that piqued your interest, then you should absolutely give them a follow. I know I already have. And now, back to the episode.
Something observed in my state, my home state, Indiana. Something very weird observed in the sky. A couple pictures here. A little bit blurry, but enough details to make out some kind of ape-ish.
This almost looks like, what was it called? It's a good thing Google is my friend. Was it Black Knight Satellite?
Ooh, why is that familiar?
Black Knight Satellite is a term used in some UFO conspiracy theories to refer to an alleged artificial satellite of extraterrestrial origin, orbiting Earth for an extremely long period of time, potentially thousands of years.
Ooh.
Because it looks a lot like it. Let me see if I
Doesn't
can
it?
find a picture.
It totally does.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it.
Mm-hmm. Closest I can think of is like a deflated, that's not the word I'm looking for. Deflated? English is hard, guys. It looks like a deflated, I can't say that word. Balloon that's like maybe metallic or silver or something. It's weird. Now, I will say, the picture this person took here in Indiana, it's kind of eerie how much it looks almost like a body.
Yeah, I was going to say, it almost looks like a body bag.
Mm-hmm. Very weird.
I wonder, how big is this?
It's kind of hard to tell, even in the zoom out picture.
Yeah, there's like no frame, there's nothing to reference. Because, I mean, this could be the size of a body, or this could be the size of like a truck.
Right? On the third picture here, if you go through the carousel, there's some tree lines that you can barely make out. But like you said, it's kind of hard to see how big this thing is or how small. It doesn't really look like it would be a bird flying weird or some kind of bug. It doesn't look like that at all.
No, and it looks like it's... I wish this was a video and not...
Right?
And not a picture. Because I'm wondering, is it floating or is it falling?
Or is it static?
Right. Because, I mean, if it's falling, then, I mean, it could be a body bag.
That's creepy. That's creepy to think of.
Yeah, a little
That
bit.
is creepy to think of.
Because then that begs the question, where did it come from?
Yeah. Where did it come from? Did it fall from a plane? Did it just take off? That's weird. That's weird. You could say that's effing weird. You could say that.
That's weird.
Needless to say, if you're in Indiana around Martinsville, look up. Apparently, those pictures were taken May 10th around 8:30 p.m. So who knows? Next time I go on a walk, I might be seeing something weird. I'll make sure to report. And finally, before we move on here, the first comment, I feel like it's a good summary.
I was about to say, you read the comments, right? Because I just clicked on them.
The first comment here is a pretty good summary of I feel what any Hoosier would say if we saw a UFO. It says, whatever it is, it will be battered, deep fried, and served at this year's state fair. I think that's a pretty good summary right there. All right, here. Let's grab another post. Aha. All right. This one is a little bit cheeky. Let me see if I can share it with you here in the Weird Things Across the Internet Discord channel. Again, if you want to join in our Discord server, you know where to find the invite, I believe, in the description. Pretty sure. Otherwise, you can always post on our subreddit. That's effing weird, and we'll make sure to take a look next time. So let's see what this video is about. A short one, 20 seconds. It took me too long to realize what I was looking at.
I don't want to admit how long it took me to figure out what it is. My brain was stuck on the first thing I thought it was. And the first thing I thought it was it looked like a nun hyping herself up.
Yeah, absolutely. To give a short description to our listeners here. So the video begins, it's like a white background. There's a figure in the middle. And yeah, they're kind of hyping themselves up. They could be jumping, maybe they're hovering. There's a bit of, what would you call that? There's like, under them, you could see like, it's almost like they're taking off.
Yeah.
And only a few seconds later, you can see the figure turning around, and now it becomes very apparent that it's actually a duck. And the video is filmed sideways, or rather, flipped sideways, and you can see it's actually a duck. Not hyping itself up, it's just going about its day looking like a nun flying off.
I didn't even know that until I went to the comments.
It's all right.
I didn't even know. Although I'm not alone, because if you scroll down in the comments, there's even somebody that says, no, it's a wizard pumping hands in the air.
Oh, all right now.
Yep, I can see that.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that one fried my brain for a good, like, 5 or 10 minutes. It's like, I have no idea what the hell I am looking at.
Oh, goodness. All right. Let's move on here to another video, another short one. Now, the title itself is a little spooky. Here's what the title says. You can't pay me enough for this work. Let's take a look and see what's going on.
No. It's going to be a no for me.
Mm-mm.
I hate bugs. I hate them. I hate them.
It's
I hate
so...
all of them.
Oh my God, it's so
I don't
chilly.
care. Nope.
All right,
Oh,
before we reveal what the video is about, listeners, put in the comment what you think we just witnessed in those 26 seconds. It's disgusting. And again, yeah, you could never pay me enough money to do this. The first few frames, we see a lady walking in with a box, a white box. You can barely see through the walls what's going on, and suddenly she puts her hand inside the box, and you will never guess. Mosquitoes by the hundreds biting her arm. It looks so painful. Yeah, no thank you.
No. Why?
Nope.
Why would you do this?
Nope. No thanks. And I'm kind of thinking, what would it feel like? Because I don't think I've ever caught a mosquito in the act. Like, I don't think I've ever caught them actually partaking in my blood. But having 100 of them over 100 of them, going to town on my arm as I'm watching them. No, thank you.
That can't be a very good feeling.
Uh-uh.
That's
No.
no, I'm good. At least it's not bees.
That's a good point. It could be worse, but that's already pretty bad. And I'm sure, it's beneficial research and all of that. But yeah, no, that's gruesome. I think you would have to put me under for this to go through. Yeah.
I mean, in order for me to even consider this, I'm gonna have to be really drunk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like a 5-drink minimum.
Now, does it mean that the mosquitoes will be drunk too? I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Actually, it's funny. It's funny you asked that question. Slight tangent. Back in the early 90s, I think, or late 80s, I think it was Slash from Guns N' Roses. The one of the engineers, while they were recording whatever album it was at that time, saw a mosquito land on Slash's arm and suck out his blood, and then promptly died.
Oh.
because Slash was on a multitude of different drugs.
Just a cocktail of fun.
I think it was heroin at the time. So that fly died of a heroin overdose.
That is awesome. I love to hear that. Oh my goodness. That's insane. But yeah, no, I don't think I would do the whole mosquito feeding. No, thank you.
No, I'm
thank
good.
you.
No bugs for me.
Moving on to the next post here, we have a short video. Somebody is putting their camera at the sky, and let's see what they saw. Super interesting. To describe this video quickly to our listeners, it's the typical TikTok video with like the first few seconds are going to be the actual meat and potatoes of the thing. And then there's a couple of slow-mo and zooms of what the person filmed. It's kind of hard to describe what they were pointing their phone or their camera towards. It looks kind of like a halo of light, and it's bouncing off the clouds.
Yeah, I'm having a problem like figuring out what am I looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it? Are they looking at the halo, or is the halo from them?
I don't know, because there's nothing inside the halo from what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing, a little something that they would be tracking, for example. I'm not seeing that. And what is even more puzzling is that at some point, this, it's not even an orb, it's more like a disc of light. It goes behind the clouds.
Oh, okay, that's a good
So
point.
it begs the question, were they pointing like some sort of, flashlight or something? But now how did it get under the clouds?
Okay, that makes sense.
That is really, really
so.
weird.
Yeah, no, that's not them.
Yeah. And of course, with videos like this, you have to ask, has it been edited?
Right.
Is it, computer generated? But this is a weird one because the usual indicators that I'm looking for, I'm not seeing them.
Say this is fake.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? How do you make it interact with the environment in such a way that it actually looks like it's slipping in between clouds to the point where the clouds do end up covering it?
It is so strange.
Yeah, and it's almost like the clouds are just one big projector screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like it's almost impossible to just be caught up with how much AI, evolves and is advanced and how it can trick us into believing things like that. But I feel like that's almost too perfect for it to be computer generated. Now, could it be practical effects? Maybe.
It could be.
I know there's some very powerful, flashlights that could maybe shine light that high up, maybe. And the colors are kind of odd too. Like it's blue in the center, more concentrated on the outer, rim. And on the rim, it's more of like it's pulling a yellow greenish color. If it's an orb, It's really flat for being an orb. And again, I'm not seeing something in the middle that would be emitting that kind of light. So it's really puzzling to think what this thing could be.
I mean, this isn't like any orbs I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen an orb that's two-tone like that. It's always for me, it's always been one color.
Right?
Or if it's multiple colors, it's always been like, it almost looks like they're attached to something else. They're never up against each other like this.
You know what? I'm rewatching it here as we're talking. It almost looks like a jellyfish, the head of a jellyfish
Oh, okay.
being, caught up in the water. It's like it's kind of dancing in the clouds. Now, I will say, if I have to be the devil's advocate a little bit, it's interesting, it's noticeable that the camera is able to track it so perfectly as it's going round and round and under the clouds, and it's not losing track. So that's notable. And of course, the format, the music that they're using, it's like, okay, all right, it's another ARG, it's another passion project. Someone is trying to freak us out. But that's really all that I would say could indicate that this is fake. Otherwise, I'm just puzzled trying to think how they would pull this one off.
Weird thing is, and you kind of don't really see this until like towards the end when it slows down, but the middle almost kind of magnifies a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost looks like it's magnifying the different spots on the clouds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's mesmerizing in a way.
It is. I wish this clip was longer.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Like it's really pretty to look at.
Mm-hmm. It sure is. I'm scrolling through the comments a little bit to see if anyone has some insight that we don't. I came across one here from Aggravating Total that is an interesting take, and I'm inclined to believe it. So here's what they say. I think it's fake, yes, but a very well done fake. They had to make convincing trees, camera movement, blur things properly, etc. Surprisingly, at least for me, the clouds and the light itself is the easiest part. I put together, and they have a little snippet here on something they made in Blender to see that it's possible to recreate something like that. But now I'm just kind of even more shook to think that someone could create it from Blender, make it believable enough with the lighting and the trees and the depth, and just the overall coloring and toning of this whole thing. That's wild.
Question now is, when we go back to the video, how much of what you're seeing in the video is real? If anything.
That's a good point.
Judging by the link to Blender, I'm kind of led to believe that nothing in this video is real.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the trees.
Damn. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I'm impressed if somebody is able to pull this off. That's pretty cool.
Hey, that's better than some CGI I've seen lately.
Right? Yeah, it truly looks that somebody was pointing camera of their iPhone or whatever, just right up the sky and tracking this light. So it's really cool if it's been computer generated. Scrolling through the subreddit, once again grabbing another post and sharing it on our Discord. Another short video here, 23 seconds. It seems pretty dark at night, but let's see what this is about. How would you fake that?
Huh.
This is a crazy one. All right, it's very brief.
Actually, I think I know what this is.
Oh, all right. I'll hear you out.
Gotta see it one more time. I think it's a seagull.
Really?
I think it's a seagull, because I'm pretty sure seagulls will dive down into the water very briefly.
Oh my God.
If you full screen it, you can see wings on it.
You're right.
I mean, it's still weird.
Right.
Like, why is it out? Like, it's the dead of night. When do you ever hear birds in the dead of night?
That's true. Let's walk our listeners through what we're seeing right now. We may have just debunked it within the first 10 seconds here. Playing the video, it's dead at night. We're out at sea, and there's this white dot that's kind of hovering at a pretty steady pace here. And then it just kind of slows down and then dives towards the water here. And now if you stop it right at the 5-second mark here, it's right. You're right. You can kind of see a pair of wings, and the bird or whatever creature this is kind of dive bombs right into the water. And then you can see from the other cameras trying to pick it back up. Of course, in the background, the people on the boat are like, "Oh my god, did you see that? Where did it go?" But yeah, when you full screen it, I totally agree. I could see wings, and now that I've made the connection that it could be a bird, I think I see a bird.
A bird, it's a plane.
Now, could it be Mothman? Maybe.
Mothman. Yeah, he's on vacation. Yeah, cryptids need vacation every once in a while.
That is pretty weird. I'm glad you explained it so quickly, because I was gonna go into this whole tangent, that it's some kind of orb, and then it saw that it was being filmed, and then it dove in the water to hide. But no, the bird theory is the one.
Well, at first I thought it was a meteorite.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of its trajectory. But then once I full screened it and played it again, I was like, that looks like wings to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you scroll down to the comments, it seems like everybody's in agreement. It's either a seagull or some kind of bird.
Damn, I was a fool.
I was a fool. It got me again.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Let me see here. I'm scrolling a little bit through our subreddit to grab another post that would be interesting for us to talk about. Something that I've noticed is all of the spooky ones get deleted very quickly. Now, are we being silenced? Maybe. Oh my god, ew. Okay, full stop.
Oh, ew.
Okay.
Oh, this should be good.
That's
Let me get my fly swatter. What?
Exactly. I was
Oh,
scrolling
what?
through our subreddit. I
Oh,
was scrolling
God.
through our subreddit, trying to find the gem that we would be able to talk about for the next 30 minutes. Come across this video here, probably something from some shady social media looking at you, TikTok and Instagram. It's disgusting. If you want to see it, it was posted 3 months ago in our subreddit. It's absolutely vile. The first few frames are just, oh my god, what did I play again?
It's like a train wreck. I can't not look at it. I want to throw up, but I can't not look at it for some reason.
What is this? What is this?
I keep thinking of that scene from Young Frankenstein. Like
This is unacceptable.
that can't be real, right?
No, it can't be.
Like
But the texture,
that's got to be some kind of like gelatin insert or something.
but why is it so squishy? And the color.
Color's not right, I don't think.
It's definitely wrong for many reasons.
I think it's supposed. There's a long list. When I don't think we have time to go over all the entire list. The coloring's off. I think it's supposed to be like lighter, or at least not this vibrant. Why do I keep replaying it?
I am not ready for this.
What are they
goodness
pouring
gracious.
on top? Is that like almond milk?
I'm not sure.
What is this supposed? Why are there roses?
And you know what? I hope nobody is consuming this, because it's probably a crime somewhere.
You know this is someone's favorite dish.
Ew.
Yeah, ew.
Ew. And I've eaten some weird things in my life, but this is where I draw the line.
Wow, this is so disgusting. I forgot to turn up the volume. Is there actually any sound?
I hope not. I didn't care to find
No,
out.
it's just music.
Okay.
I was really hoping for some kind of narration, like what the hell is this?
I need an answer.
And the comments are not helping. They're all just referencing Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom, which
Oh.
I appreciate.
Goodness. Good movie, but I would rather not associate it with whatever we just witnessed. Circling back on a more paranormal video here. It's 1 minute and 14 seconds. Let's play it and see what this is about, but this one looks promising. would love to hear your take
Um,
on what we just saw.
so this is a really good example of how my brain works, actually.
Mhm.
Normally, I'm not skeptical, but most of the time my brain won't go to, oh, that's absolutely alien, or that's paranormal, or that's definitely, not man-made. My brain will automatically go to a logical stance.
Mhm.
I think this is fake, because it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there.
True. That's true.
Going back to the video with the guy that debunked it by looking it up in Blender, I mean, how much more difficult could this be?
That's a good point.
It's not even moving.
Here's what we're looking at, listeners. That's an interesting one. It's pretty long, but it's being replayed a couple times and slowed down. So at first, it's like a big landscape picture of the countryside. There's some power lines, gray sky. Looks like a very chilly autumn day, if you need to know. When the camera zooms in, there's this dot in the sky. It's perfectly circular, pretty far out in the horizon. It seems to be a silver grayish ball. It's pretty static. It doesn't seem to be moving much, like you said, Haunted. And the person that recorded it was able to actually get either, doctored or not, but get a video with 2 pieces of equipment, a professional camera and an iPhone. It's interesting how crisp professional camera is, how much it captures like the perfect roundness of this orb. But again, it doesn't move much. I think the shaking that we're seeing is more just, the natural shaking of just taking a video. Now, you know what? I don't know if, well, sure, it's probably fake, but I tend to believe this one because the quality is kind of bad.
Right.
And I feel like I could kind of see it being real.
I could kind of see it being real, but the only thing that's really starting to bug me the more and more I watch this is the lighting on the orb looks off.
That's a good point.
Like, it almost looks like it's out of place.
Mm-hmm. So I did a little bit of a healthy stalking here. I clicked on the profile of the person that posted this video, and it seems that they're trying really hard to convince us that this is in fact real. Now, if you scroll through, of course, no harassing, no nothing like that, guys. But if you scroll through, you'll be able to see that this person posted a lot of content, photos, still images from the video itself that we just watched, as well as a video of the Nikon camera playing the video that was posted, kind of videoception style. It's interesting. If you scroll more, I think this person truly believes that this has happened. They have some more details here. Let's go through. Oh my god, that's a lot of words. I'm not going to read all of that, but let me get the juicy pieces here for you. So this was recorded February 11th of this year at around 2 p.m. and it was recorded in the South Downs National Park. I have no clue where this is. On the 29th of January, I made a post about wanting to get a 4K high-quality footage of a UFO. The original poster writes, I have the equipment and met with an individual who said he could summon one of those things. And since my original post, we have been trying to plan a day in which we could meet. Continuing on, I arrived at the location, which was just outside of South Downs National Park, which is in an area 1,000 blah 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 square kilometers, 628 square miles, found in southern England. Oh, all right, we're in Europe. I didn't realize. It stretches for 140 kilometers or 87 miles through the counties of Hampshire, West Sussex, and East Sussex. Weather was optimal and clear. Doubtful, in my opinion. It was a little bit of a gray day. But there was a 10 miles per hour wind. Let's see here. OP continues, I recorded the object over a 20-minute period on both my Nikon P1000 and my iPhone. Hence the two versions that we saw. Ooh, OP concludes, I also took around 90 photos of the object on the P1000, some of which are very clear. I plan on making a full video of everything that was captured. That was 4 months ago. Now, I have to ask you, Haunted, and ask our listeners, how do you summon an orb?
That
I'm not gonna gloss over that.
I don't even know how you would start to learn how to do that.
How do you do that? That is... Very interesting. I'm still scrolling through here to see if there's anything else. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking through the pictures that are at first post or the top post he's got here. It's not confirming my argument, but like these pictures, it looks like it doesn't belong there. Like it literally looks like you just plopped it in there.
I could see it. But at the same time, if you're gonna go through the trouble of making this surreal story of summoning an orb, you might as well go through with it.
And if they can figure out how to summon an orb, maybe next time they could figure out how to summon it closer.
You know what? That's a good point.
Or hey, you know, if you're gonna summon it, maybe do it in the county you're currently standing in. Because in the video, like he zooms way the hell in. Like to the point where it's a good couple of seconds before you even see like a dot on the footage.
I wouldn't even know, like, if it was real, I wouldn't know how big this thing is with how much he zooms in.
Yeah, I mean, like this could be like the size of a baseball or a boulder. Like you literally have no idea.
That is interesting here. If the person that knows how to summon orbs is listening right now, you know what? Shoot us a message. Let's talk. I want to know how to summon an orb, and I would love to ask you questions. Let's live stream it.
And can you summon different colored orbs?
I like that.
I like green. Can we see a green one?
Goodness gracious. But yes, I'm dead serious. If you know how to summon orbs, send us a message, join our Discord server, post your feats on the That's Effing Weird subreddit. We'll take a look, and you know what? Let's get this case cracked open, get to the bottom of this, get some pictures. Maybe we can get a group picture with an orb. I think that would be pretty cool. You know what? I think that's a pretty good place to end this episode. I'm still not over this gruesome video that I found. I don't recommend you guys look for it on our subreddit, but at the same time, we all need to be trauma bonding on this because it was really disgusting.
My brain did a really good job of deleting that from my memory until you brought it back up again.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Damn it.
All right. It was such a pleasure to be with you tonight, Haunted. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any final words?
Nope. This was fun. We should do this again in the future.
Fun. Absolutely. If you guys liked it, let us know. We'll be back soon with some more posts about paranormal, gruesome, weird and funny stuff that we find on the internet. Stay tuned. And in the meantime, just so you know, we're looking for things, not for things that are normal, but things that are effing weird.